And we're back. Alright. So, you all make your way to Flicker's home. It is not difficult, as he said, to find where his home is as you're heading towards the woods. It really does stick out significantly. It looks like there are a number of vines and moss that cover it. It looks more like somebody let a bush grow to like the largest you've ever seen a bush grow to, and then trimmed a house out of the bush, and like put a door on the front of it that like is like regularly having vines that kind of like cover over it, and you can see where somebody has been regularly snipping away at the vines to keep them from covering up the door. But there's no sign of windows. There is only the one entrance and exit. The ground is covered in this kind of mossy substance as you guys make your way towards it. And as he said, all around the rest of the area, there is, there are like the scorch marks of the Belchers.
I'm just glad I don't recognize this house. Oh.
Gulran will reach for one of the vines.
The vine will reach out to you as you reach out to it.
I'll try to lore keeper it.
Okay. I am going to need you to make me a will save as you lore keeper it.
Shut or reveal your weaknesses to me.
It starts.
Okay, you're only going to lose 1 point of sanity for this as you touch the vines. And the vines have a nice little conversation with you. You, for a moment, feel like the rest of the world goes black, and it's just you and the vines kind of moving around. Hello, Gulran. We've missed you, child.
What is this? You're supposed to reveal your secrets to me.
We are revealing our secrets to you. You already know our secrets. You're one of our secrets.
The hell I am. I ain't no plant.
Yeah.
I'm a bloody dwarf.
You're not a plant, but you carry a little with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like most dwarves. Your family was different. Much different.
You know my family?
I do. I am very close to your family. I'm the reason your family had to give you away.
What? By the powers of shot, tell me all you know.
Oh, she will compel me to tell you what I know, but I want to tell you as well. Walk with us. And the vines kind of like peel away a bit of the darkness. And as they do, there's like a little path of stones that starts to fall before you, and some grass starts to grow up around the path. Walk with us, Gulran, and we'll share everything you need to know.
Just tell me I'm good where I am. What is these tricks?
Your secrets, our secrets, don't come if you don't walk the path. They're just beyond it. Tashat has opened the door for you. She's opened your mind to see it.
Am I able to sense motive this voice? Can I tell if
Yeah, give me a sense motive.
there's something off about this?
It seems to be telling you the truth. Like, it's very strange and a bit unnerving, admittedly. But there is some genuineness to it. Like, you are using Shashat's magic, and you are reaching into a realm you're not sure of. Shashat has to be here with you with this spell. And this thing probably can't do too much harm to you as long as you're under Shashat's guidance.
Is this like happening in my head? Like if I look back, is the party all there? Are they all,
It's
like,
totally dark behind you.
Oh. If as a standard action, I try to hone in on my guiding star, do I sense a direction?
You feel the same distance you think you are from where you would be.
All right, go on, trust in Shashat. He'll walk the path.
Okay. As you start walking the path, you notice around you the scenery grows and your parents are there. Or at least you assume they must be your parents. They're a dwarven couple living out in the woods, dressed in some bits of fur. They're walking around the ground as if there's no pain that could be caused by rocking on stones or sticks or what have you. Their feet seem unbothered by the terrain. And they look down at a small figure that lies in a small little basket below them, hanging from a couple of branches. We've got to keep him safe. What's happening here? What's happening to them? They're coming. I can feel it every night. When I wake up, I go to sleep. I can feel them coming. I'm not hearing answers to my prayers. What do you think we should do? He's not safe here. I don't want him to leave. I don't want to have to give him up, but I don't want to see him die. I don't want to see him succumb to what the others have. There's almost none of us left. They've taken us all. There are some of us left. But we must do what's best for him. What's best for all of us. It's growing fast. It's taken the Rangers. It's taken the inner circle. It'll take us soon. They're not listening to the rules. They're doing what they will. I cannot believe they let her in. They shouldn't have let her in. She's the reason for all of this. We'd have been okay if she wasn't allowed in. But she brought it here. She seeded it. She put her little earthly magics in it. She enchanted everyone with her beauty. Now we're here. You walk a few more steps forward down the path, and the scene slowly changes. Your parents now have vines starting to grow up their face. Their arms are a bit moss covered.
Does this imagery remind me of Baru, how we saw Baru?
Yes, very, very similar. There is a man dressed in full plate there. A man who speaks with a very clean tone. A man who nods to them for a moment as you start to begin to hear their words. You promise you'll take care of him. You'll bring him back to a church, and they'll bring him up right. Yes. I will do what must be done for him, and I will send others back for you. It will take time, but we will control things. We will try to do what we can to save all of you. You're not able to get a clear view. The helmet is blocking a lot of his face, and he is decked out pretty heavily in full plate, so it's a little hard to gauge like the size of his body overall.
Does his voice sound like Vengelus? Vengelus Constant?
Perhaps, but this would have been quite some time ago. There is some extra youth to this. Give me a sense motive.
Or a gauge, sense motive?
Yeah, that is what some people have it on their sheet differently. So, but you're definitely not sure. You feel like you could probably draw a conclusion here, maybe, but not with any certainty.
Okay.
I will get them home. To their new home. I will get him home to his new home. The rest of you, I can only urge to stay strong. Sashat is trying to look out for you. She'll be here for you as much as she can be. But these things, they are unavoidable. It will follow. It will take him if you don't let us take him. Just as it's taking you. I wish I could save you now. I wish I could cut you free. But we haven't much time. I understand. Thoth works in dangerous and terrible ways. That is something that we've learned. He would let this be a secret, and he knows that it's important to keep it a secret. But he also knows the value in the other side. What damage it will do to others. What damage it will allow him to create. And as the scene fades, with the figure taking a very young, a little bit older, but still very young, Gulran away in a larger basket, there is a dark shadow that grows in the distance. A tall, dark shadow that slowly comes into view, surrounded by many, many, many large trees in a very dense grove with an opening where this thing stands. This giant mass of vines, very thick vines that wrap around this very large creature. You can't see much of the creature, just its face and its eyes. It looks almost as if something has captured some sort of denizen of the abyss, and that the magic, that Feyan magic has like trapped it and is sucking the power that this creature has from it. And that this dark abyssal magic is sort of bleeding into the Feyan magic that touches it.
Do I get a good enough look at the abyssal creature to identify it or no?
You can tell that the abyssal creature is probably not even alive for real at this point. You can see that its eyes are a cold, dead stare. Its life is probably connected directly to this plant. You would know from your connection to this, though it is limited, you'll get some insight. You definitely know that this thing would normally, the vines and some of its other extremities are more susceptible to fire. The closer you get to the source and interacting with the source itself is very, very resistant to fire. The source is well grounded, so it is immune to electricity. It is healed by any effects that are of water or cold in nature. So like frost effects or other things will heal it. And it is... it is somewhat resistant to acids. You can tell that it has a number of like mind controlling abilities through some spores that occasionally like break off of it, and you can see them kind of flecks of them in the area. And this is a sort of passive effect of these spores. And those spores are also kind of in every vine that touches it. It's literally how you're getting this memory that you're getting and having this connection to this thing that you're having. But you can tell that, like, while your check is good and while you know you're connected to this source, it's also not able to give you everything from where you're at, but a lot of it. You know that this thing is very dangerous, and that if you yourself were to take it on your own right now, it is not likely you would survive, even with the aid of your team. And you also know anything with a connection to a Feyan past is more susceptible to its influences. And with that, you're standing right there with the party again. They would see nothing happen.
Okay, I was gonna say, did we notice like anything?
Nope, it all happens in a moment.
So yeah, I imagine like I reach for the vine, I grab it, and like all that transpired in maybe like a second.
Yep.
And I'll just like groan as I take my hand away from it and like rub my head, indicating the sanity damage or whatever.
Cool,
Just
Ron.
like,
Why would you touch it? It's probably got germs or something.
Oh, I've learned many things. Shashat has given me so much knowledge so quickly. How long was I gone?
You weren't gone. You were right here.
It seemed like an eternity I was away.
I
You
don't.
touched the vine and then groaned and touched your head. What do you mean you were gone? It wasn't an eternity. You literally touched it and then broke free of it.
I saw my parents.
Parents?
Your parents.
How did the vine show you your parents?
It's a lot to take in. I've learned the creature responsible for all this, I think. And what's happening with the forest and the Feyan magics.
Are you okay? Like, I mean, I know
I think you guys need to talk to Flicker here, but I'm going to return to the ministry and tell them what I've learned, and I'll meet back with you here in an hour or so, and I don't know if I can continue with you into the forest.
Just for clarification, we're allowed to touch things to learn things about them again, right?
That's a special ability bestowed on me from Shashat herself. Not just common drug dealers get this ability, I'm afraid.
Well, no, that's not a thing. Psychometry is much different.
it's too bad the vine didn't teach you to get off your high horse.
Elizabeth. Let me double check something real quick. I need to remember. I'm remembering this right. Can I get a will save from you?
Uh-oh. She's a sleeper agent.
You hold it together as you notice little gremlins appear on Gulran's shoulder, whispering, "Yes, go tell them. Abandon your mission. Give up. Give up. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Fear. Fear is what's important. Run, boy. Run. Run!"
I'll look to Elizabeth as he recalls her being the leader now. I must get this information back immediately. It could save lives. I'll meet up with you again if the ministry deems it safe for me to do so, but I may be compromised on this one.
If you feel the ministry needs this information, that is fine. But I have a feeling you leaving is just what it wants you to do. I know you for some reason feel like you're compromised, but I believe you're important to be with this team on this mission for some reason, because something's telling me you should run away and be afraid. So I'm telling you, stand your ground, don't be afraid. You can do this.
Well, it's not running away. It's if we are to unfortunately perish in the woods, then no one will know what I've just learned.
I'm saying yes, that's fine. If you feel like they need this information, go tell them. But I'm telling you, you need to come back. I don't know why you think you feel compromised, but you're important on this mission and you need to come back.
If what I learned is true, I may be more of a maybe more of a hindrance on this mission, but I'll leave it up to the ministry. I do want to see it through, but I will be more susceptible to the creature.
Just know something wants you to run away. And typically, when these somethings want something, usually doing the opposite is what's in our favor.
Elizabeth,
like
you're so,
when
you're so
something-
cryptic. What do you mean? Who's telling you these things? What's going
What do
on?
you think, Goron?
The same somethings you saw inside the ministry building?
Same somethings that made me know at Kare 4 we needed to leave immediately.
That explains
Messengers
that.
of Honor?
Not quite.
Could this be other gods playing tricks on you? Enemies of Honor?
I don't think so. I mean,
Well, I thought we've discussed what this was.
we have. I just don't like
I understand.
admitting it out loud when who knows who could be listening, but you know what I deal with from time to time, and we typically know whatever they want is usually not good, and they want you to run away. So I'm just saying, believe in yourself, come back, tell the ministry if you feel they need this information, but you're important for some reason and you need to come back for this mission.
All right, give me an hour. I'll consult with Morin and see what he says, and then I'll see what to do from there.
Okay.
And you said you wanted to go alone on this?
Well, I assume you wanted to talk to Flicker, so I didn't want to delay the mission, so if someone wanted to come with me and two of you talk to Flicker, that's fine with me.
I believe Brianna probably has the best skills for conversing with Flicker.
People skills, if you will.
Yes, people skills.
Yes. I don't know if you, Anateus, if you feel you'd be better suited for either.
I mean, I feel equally capable of either one of them. I don't know how diplomatic you feel that you are, but
Well, as much as I know you and Gulron love to hang out together, why don't you go with him for now? And Brianna and I will speak with Flicker.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't think Goron should be alone. If he's learned something of his parents, he needs someone there for him.
yes, and it concerns me a little bit if what you're saying is true, and and the ministry finds out. I wouldn't want something to happen if you go by yourself. I suppose the easiest way of putting that.
All right, let's make quick work of this so we don't delay our
Just
work.
remember, Anateus,
Yes,
he's important for some reason. Make sure he comes back.
I will do my best.
I don't need him to bodyguard me. I can take care of myself, but thank you.
I'm saying make sure no one convinces you that you shouldn't be a part of this mission. I want him to be your voice of reason when maybe someone else tells you it's too dangerous. I want him to help hold your resolve that you are needed. And we need you here.
Wise words, Elizabeth.
Good idea. I think I'll prepare something just in case.
I need to go grab the baby monitor real fast. I don't know if I'm going psycho or if Everly's crying.
Okay. All right. So
It's just the
Antaeus and
gremlins.
Gulron are heading back, and Elizabeth and Brianna are heading in.
Yes.
Okay. So let's deal with Gulron and Antaeus first, heading back, and then we'll deal with what lies inside.
All right,
So-
I'm going to use one of my fusions for this,
Okay.
just in advance.
All right.
So yeah, the plan, I'll tell Antaeus. I want to discuss with Morin first before the ministry. This is a personal matter first, I believe.
Certainly.
All right. So we head for the Temple of Shashat.
Yep. You will arrive at the temple. Moirin is there.
Morn.
Gurvan,
It's-
you're here. Something must be wrong.
Yes, it's urgent. Is there somewhere private we can speak?
Sure. Come here. Come this way. He'll take you back to the back where where all the equipment is stored.
This is my friend Antaeus. I don't know if you've met him before, but
Hello,
I
I believe
trust
I
him
met you
with-
at the sermon.
This is the one you've spoken of before, yes?
yes, he's well intended, but sometimes a little odd, but I trust him nonetheless.
What seems to be the issue?
In one of our investigations, I had used the power of Shashat to learn more of our troubles ahead. And it was revealed to me things I don't know if I was... It feels so sudden. I didn't think I would get this so now. It's about the day I was brought here.
What, boy?
I saw it. I saw my parents.
Impossible.
I saw the... trying to find the word. What's the word for anti-religious? Blasphemy. I seen the blasphemous fusion of Abyssal and Fey. It reached out to me. My parents, they were inflicted with some sort of sickness, I think. Morin, I don't know if you have told me everything, but how exactly did I come to be here? Who brought me here?
I'm not exactly sure who it was. You were brought here under a number of the... There are some things that I can't yet talk to you about why you were brought here, how you were brought here. But know that that Shashat was chosen for you. Almost by you. When you came. It was said to be fortuitous. You came at a time when the church was losing some hope. The church had been dealing with some issues in terms of new people. It needed something new, something to show that that Shashat was looking out for people. And to have this young child delivered to us acted as a sign to people. Things were growing, things were going to get better.
Sorry, I didn't know if that would be history or if that would be local. Because I'm assuming it would be something that would have happened here. I should try to see if I can piece this together. See if what he's saying, if I remember anything about it.
That's not really high enough per se. You do remember something about the church having some issues quite some time ago in Knightsbridge. You're pretty sure, but really this is more of a religious thing.
Gotcha.
You can give me a knowledge religion if you want.
I can. If I can, I will. I didn't know if it would be instead of that, because it would be lower, but I will gladly give you a second roll if it's possible. Oh,
Okay.
Good.
So you would also know that the Church of Shashat here was actually on the verge of falling apart. There were a number of people within the church that had disagreed with the way the laws were in Knightsbridge. And a number of those people kind of tried to take the city to task for these things in a less than friendly way. Things escalated very quickly, and a lot of people were very unhappy with the church at the time. When this whole story about the baby being brought there happened, it was kind of proof that what those people were didn't actually represent the Church of Shashat here. That these were radicals, and that really Shashat was all about making people aware and understand and keeping things together and moving life forward. And a lot of people took this as a sign because it kind of fell at a time when everything was sort of in disarray. But it's a time that the church doesn't like to talk about and doesn't like to reminisce on.
But it does seem like it's a firmly held belief that it's something genuine as opposed to like some sort of like publicity stunt or something.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Gulran, I don't think that it's an accident that you're here. I think you're here for good reason. There's a reason that I'm investing my time and my resources to make sure that you can do what you do. I expected that one day this day would come, and I'm proud to see it come. I'm proud to see you embracing it, challenging it. If your family is somehow connected to this, that's even more of a sign that you're here for a reason. One day I hope you'll find your family. You deserve to. You deserve to find the closure you need.
And the more I think on things, I think this is my destiny. I was revealed that Thoth had... The more I think about it, the more I think these troubles are stemming from Thoth's inspiration. Perhaps it is I, the child that he missed, is to be the underpinning in this and restore things the way they were.
Well, that is the beauty of Thoth's love of misinformation. Sometimes he even tricks himself.
Regardless, though, I fear what I've learned, if I should fail, needs to reach the ministry. Perhaps if I can transcribe a scroll of my knowledge, and you can deliver to them for me so I can rejoin my party so they don't leave without me.
Certainly.
But I trust your honor. You must not read it. It contains confidential information. If you place it in the hands of Ninoslav, he should be able to take care of the rest.
I assure you I will not read it.
And Tejas, are you... I don't know if Goran knows how to write, actually. I assume, mechanically, I think he's supposed to, but, I mean, I don't know if I ever...
He knows how to write.
Okay.
The church would have definitely brought him up in how to write.
Okay.
I was going to say, you have to be literate to be in the church, I thought.
Yeah, what are we at? 3.5 barbarian?
I mean, I don't have to read to learn spells, but... Yeah, so, I'll just let Antaeus know. I'm going to write some information I know down, so in our case of our absence, Ninoslav has something to go off of. If you want to wait for me, I'll take some time to write these down and give it to Morin to deliver, and then we can head back to join our companions.
Certainly.
Although I believe I am more susceptible to it, I believe I am the one that can slay this creature. I need all of your help, though.
Speaking of which, if you'd like, I made this earlier. It was one of the things that we had talked about. So if you're feeling that you're having trouble with your thoughts, it'll give you some kind of protection from that. I'll just hand it over to you.
Goran raises an eyebrow. Are there any side effects?
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's an extraction. It's the shroud thoughts that we were speaking of.
Definitely not lying to you.
Okay. I'll just add that on my character sheet. What do you want me to call it? Just extraction from Antaeus or something?
Yeah, that's fine.
An extraction of
information
enshroud thoughts.
Okay. And I'll proceed to write out a scroll of all the details of the creature I can remember. So if you want that in character, I'll just say it's a twisted version of abyssal and fey magic. The outer vines are weak to fire, but the closer we get to the source, it's resistant to fire, immune to all sorts of magic, electricity. It's healed from cold and frost effects, resistant to acids, and these sort of things. Anything I can remember that would help Ninoslav in case of my demise.
Okay.
He has something to go off of. So I'll just make sure to emphasize that the cause. I believe the cause of this is Thoth, and that he has inspired some Feyan blasphemy union of abyssal and Fey magics.
Okay.
And that is what is causing this, these things, I believe.
Okay.
And I'll outline that in a scroll and seal it if I can, and hand it to Morin to deliver.
All right.
And then head back to the party.
So, Brianna, you and Elizabeth head inside. And I would like to change up the music, I think, just a little bit here.
You don't want peaceful, serene music inside this beautiful sylvan home?
You step inside, and you get to the door, and as you step towards the door opens. You're here. I didn't expect you to actually come.
Well, if we can help, I mean, if we can do everything within our power, we'll try to help.
Good. You should probably come inside. The longer you stand outside, the worse it'll get.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And she'll step inside.
Yep, I'll follow.
Okay. Elizabeth, as you step inside, you feel very uncomfortable in here. You feel sort of detached from everything. You can hear the vines growing on the outside, and they kind of like throb in your head as they grow. You can feel the magic in this building. You can hear the life in this building. You still haven't taken that 1 point of sanity damage you need to from earlier because I didn't tell you about it.
Oh, okay.
But you can... You can definitely see, like, there are these little tiny beads that kind of start to fall into the building, and then periodically, like, a zap shoots out from the walls and kills away the little spots. Brianna, none of this is visible at all to you.
Everything's fine. It looks great. Did you redecorate?
I've done what I can to try to keep things up. Well, I'm thinking about it. I need Elizabeth to give me a will save here. Ooh, very good. You only take 1 more point of sanity damage. I've been doing what I can to try to keep things up here, but it's very hard. It takes a lot of magical energy to keep these things out. I haven't had time to work on anything else.
Mind if we talk outside?
We're much safer inside. I'm not going outside. Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine.
More
Elizabeth,
zaps keep going in the background.
Elizabeth, if you need to step outside, it's fine. I can talk to him.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
As she asks that, as she says that, give me another will save.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Ooh. You hear, as you take 2 points of sanity damage, you hear the gremlins whisper in her ears, yes, get her to go outside. Outside. She's better. Better outside. Better outside.
Maybe on second thought I'll stay in here with you. Let's just make this conversation quick if we can.
All right. So, Mr. Flicker, sir, what were you wanting to tell us?
These things have very strong abilities. I can't stop them from getting in. They're overwhelming even my own magics. If they think that the flames are putting them at rest, that's only a limited time thing. It's not It's only a matter of time. They have other plans. They would kill every one of us that's outside of whatever circles they want to build. And it's only getting worse. The flames, the fires, they're not for us. They're for them.
When you say them, who are you referring to?
You must understand that a lot of people disagree. A lot of people hate me for what I'm about to say. But I've been there. I know. This is a city that isn't run by the people. It isn't a city... Well, it is run by the people, but not in the way you'd think. It's not a city run by the officials or those that you care about. It's a city run by the people like I used to be. A city of money. They would burn us all. They would let us all succumb to this. Use the excuse to burn it down. They don't care about my house. And they most assuredly don't care about the houses nearby. Look at the scorch marks. Look at the marks. They approve it. They get closer to each house each time. Dangerously close.
But I thought the fire was the only thing that works against this.
It does. They know it. They let it grow this far. They knew before. You came in much earlier. You don't think they sent people out after you? After the other one of your kind left? The other one of your friends left?
I just don't understand where the money or the profit would be in burning the whole place down.
It's about not having to pay for the life of those people. To not have to pay for their needs, their wants. We spend a lot of money to keep these people here, to give these people a life. Imagine if all of these people's jobs suddenly opened up. You could give their jobs to other people. Or you could have magic take over their jobs. You could pass certain legislation to allow magic to replace the work of people. You allow great change if you can change the people who are allowed to live within the city.
Is there anything that you know of that can help against the vines? I mean, you know, what can we do to beat this thing?
Protect your mind at all cost. Don't come into contact with them. And be careful about how you breathe.
How we breathe?
Yes. You can't see it, but it releases spores. I assume. Somehow. I've been able to protect against some of it. Neutralizing the air. Cleaning it.
The zaps?
You can... What? How do you know about the zaps? They're inaudible.
Yeah.
Her parents are nobles. They probably know something about this.
Yes, they might know of the work I did. It's... A long time ago, I was producing a way to better protect the city using the lines that run throughout the city. I thought it would be a foolproof way to keep the city safe. They denied my understanding, my learning, and said it was not beneficial. Wouldn't be useful. They were wrong. Too expensive, they thought. Not worth protecting those that didn't need it. But now it's come back up. They're willing to implement it. After they burn us all out, of course. A perfect revenge. Use what I built to ultimately punish me.
Is there anything that you have that might help us if we were to venture into the forest again?
I can probably offer to you this. I made a couple of these, and he walks over to a side table, opens it up, and pulls out a few scrolls, and hands them to you.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, I am very sorry that this is going on. It's honestly not the first time that we've heard of there being a disparity in how people are being treated in the city. But ultimately we want to protect everyone, not just the rich or the powerful.
That's part of why I felt I could talk to you. I got a sensation that that you were trustworthy. These scrolls should do what you need them to do. And Elizabeth, as you're looking at those scrolls, I'm gonna need another will save. Okay, you can take one more point of sanity damage as you see like the letters and the words on the scroll are like twisting. There's like letters on the outside, letters on the inside, little bits of letters that kind of float up from the scrolls, kind of zapping a little bit at the air as things fall upon them.
What do those scrolls do?
They keep away some problems that normal magic might not otherwise be able to fight off. Problems that people say aren't real. Yes. I call these the air purifiers.
Oh. So
I
then
see.
it wouldn't help us to wear masks or anything when we go into the forest?
These are not spores like you would see in a plant. These are spores of the arcane variety. Spores blended with magic that eat a little bit at the magic you are. That every person is.
I see.
Twisting at it. Some other protections might help, but these will purify the air. These will keep you clean.
And you have enough for yourself too, right? Like you're not just giving us.
I can cast this as I need to. I will keep up my fight.
Their zaps seem to be effective.
For now. For now.
Well, we should probably hurry. We're trying to deal with this as quickly as possible. Is there anything else that you needed to let us know before we leave?
No. I think that should do well. Whatever you're doing in the forest, I wish you good luck, and I hope that it helps solve this problem soon.
Me too. Very much so. Good luck to you as well. I hope that you're able to keep all of this at bay. It's a lot.
Thank you. All right. And the two of you can leave. And with that, we will break for tonight. How did you like Elizabeth's lose lots of sanity encounter?
God.
Yeah. How did it feel?
Yeah.
How did it feel to you, Steve, when you found out Elizabeth was going to be one of the ones staying behind to question him?
Oh, I was so worried it was going to be like Elizabeth and Gulran walk off, and I was like, oh, there's like a whole subset of things that's going to get missed out on.
Aw.
Oh.
Well, I made the right choice, I guess.
You made the right choice for the GM.
Elizabeth might actually have to go look into getting sanity back because I'm officially down 10 points.
Elizabeth, if she questions Brianna, will say, "I've got the name of a good therapist."
All right, so I want to reward.
Therapy doesn't work for.
Definitely want to reward everyone for this session. So everybody can go ahead and take 1,000 XP.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't think that should level you. If it does, you don't get to
we're
level.
not even close.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought you were a good ways away.
We're like
$5,000.
5,000 away. Yeah, a little over 5,000 away.
But yeah, we will see next week what happens when you return to the woods. Good night, everyone.
Music was trippy as fuck.
Later.